Hey guys, here we go. These are 5 non-mega Pokemon I'm definitely going to use in Pokemon Champions. These aren't the absolute best, but maybe Pokemon you might not think about. So first is Dragapult. I have this special set for him here. You could kind of change Clear Body for the special set with Curse Body, because there's the 30% chance that a move gets disabled when it hits Dragapult. And Curse Body, you're not really going to have your special attack lowered that much. If it's a physical set, I'd definitely go with Clear Body, but Curse Body is good for the special set. I find the special set isn't quite as good, but it's still super strong. You're one of the fastest Pokemon in the game, not including Megas, and you got the choice spec. So you're in there, you're dealing heavy damage with a lot of coverage here. That set is great. So you're obviously just going to max your speed, max your attack. Got that wrong. Max your special attack. And these are just new builds here. Like it's max, and that's it. We're not doing any damage calculations on this channel, guys. This is catered toward the casual people who want to have fun and get a little bit of a heads up. Anyways, so that's what I do for the special set. Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Shadow Ball. You can switch these up, but these are all pretty high damage. You know what? Flamethrower in the sun is going to one-shot Venusaur. You might not be faster than Venusaur, like the Chlorophyll Venusaur, but he can't do anything to you, really. Maybe put you to sleep. That's about it, if he gets lucky. But yeah, such a strong Pokemon. Okay, let's switch over to the Choice Band. Man, this is one of the best builds I like. It's the Choice Band Dragon Dart set. And I have a quick clip I'm going to play for you right here of me absolute dominating with it. I guess I should have went coaching again. Oh, the one shot. The one shot Dragon Dart. Dragon Darts is unstoppable. So there it is. I hope that little clip worked. Hey, if you thought that clip was cool, you can check out my other videos. And you know what? While I'm at it, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be covering a ton of Pokemon Champions content. And if you like this video, my channel's right up your alley. All right, getting back to it, the physical set. Obviously, we're going Dragon Darts here. That's a must. U-turn for a bit of utility. And then, what is that ghost type move that he has? Ghost type Phantom Force. It takes 2 turns, but it breaks protection. And you know what? I also like throwing on a little bit of utility, even on this Choice Band set. This is a 1 turn or 2 turn and switch out kind of plays, just because you'd be locked into it. But he's so fast that I find it still very helpful, even on a Choice Band set, to get that burn. So Dragapult, definitely one of the more popular Pokemon, but maybe not as popular where a lot of people are going to think about him a lot. One of my favorite for sure, but somebody who you probably are going to see a ton of is Talonflame. So same thing, there's 2 sets, 2 new builds for him, like the physical attack and special attack. So here's a physical attack. With this, I would have Gale Wings. I'd consider the Flame Body on the special set. So I'd toss a Focus Sash on him, Gale Wings, to give priority to the flying type moves. So you're going to get one of the fastest tailwinds in the game. You're going to be doing huge damage with Flare Blitz and Brave Bird. I also stuck on Sunny Day here for those sun teams. If not, you could always use Protect, or you could use Upper Hand to try and stop fake outs. Yeah, especially against Incineroar. This is like your Incineroar button. Yeah, but for me, if I was on a sun team, I'd consider Sunny Day, or just in general, because he's pretty versatile, I'd run Protect, something like that. So that was the physical set. So for the special set, I'd consider Gale Wings for sure, but I'd also consider Flame Body. You know what? So you're kind of fishing for those fake outs from Pokemon that is not Incineroar, who could get burned, because you have a 30% chance on contact to make a burn. So same thing, Tailwind. I'd go, what is it, Air Slash? Air Slash, just for the 30% chance to flinch. You're not doing anywhere near the amount of damage. This is a little bit more utility. And then why not Flamethrower? You're not doing as much damage, but you could also fish for a burn here. What's a 10% chance to burn? And you're not taking all that recoil damage. And then same thing, I'd run Sunny Day or Protect or Upper Hand. Upper Hand, even on the special set, is still like offering a lot of utility. So you're gonna see a ton of Talonflame, but these are just two sets for them that I'm really looking forward to using. And then we have Tinkaton, one of the less popular Pokemon. I feel like a lot of people forget about Tinkaton, and there's really one set. I'd say like 1.5 different sets you can use. You're all obviously going to want to use Mold Breaker. It has a lot of utility. For the item, you could use pretty much anything, but I like to be able to use Protect, and I like to boost Gigaton Hammer even that much further, offering 1.2 damage to the Steel type moves. But yeah, let me know if there's something you would use for an item with Tinkaton. So this move, Gigaton Hammer, huge. It's 160 power, but the only thing is you can't use it 2 turns in a row. You can play around that. It's not a big deal. Tinkaton is actually one of the fastest fake out users in the game. Sorry, maybe not in the game. One of the faster. And especially when people don't use them a lot, they don't think about them. You got the Stab, Play Rough here. You have a 10% chance to lower the target's attack. Like, that's just a bonus when it happens. And then you have Knockoff. Good versatile move for taking off your opponent's item. It's really not going to do that much damage, but still, that utility. So there's another move I would consider using with Tinkaton. It's Helping Hand. So with Mold Breaker, you could actually use Helping Hand with Goldango. Because of Goldango's ability, he can't be affected by status moves. That actually affects like your own team. You can't help him out without Mold Breaker. And I also have another insane combo. I have another video about Eternatus, and it's Eternatus and Tinkaton on the same team. You throw them both out there, you toss out the fake out with Tinkaton, and then in Scarlet and Violet, you terrasilize into poison with Eternatus, and you do the Sludge Wave. And then Tinkaton is immune to poison, so you're doing huge amounts of damage. So turn 1, you do Fake Out. Turn 2, you do Helping Hand with Eternatus, and he's one-shotting things with Sludge Wave. He might one-shot both of the Pokemon on the other side. One of my favorite Pokemon, one of my favorite strategies, Tinkaton. So yeah, that's why I said like 1.5 builds for him. You're gonna want to do this, and then I'd switch either Helping Hand for Knockoff for utility, or I do Protect. You can never go wrong with Protect. So that's Tinkaton there. He's a lot of fun. Next is Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Did I cover the spreads there? Yeah, you're going to want to do... I guess you could do a more offensive version with Tinkaton. Maybe max out that speed. But you know what? I'd like the survivability. I'd give him a little bit more health. Okay, switching back to Grimmsnarl here. The Grimmsnarl I mostly use, I think I got as a giveaway in Scarlet and Violet, or maybe in Sword and Shield, and it was something like this. I think you split those defense three ways, or you max out HP, and then you split the defense like this. I'm not sure. It's something like that. Pick one of those two. He's a defensive Pokemon. For me, with Grimmsnarl, he has so many different moves he can use, and that's what's awesome about him. Nobody really knows what to expect when you're going up against a Grimmsnarl. There's so many different moves Grimmsnarl can use. You never really quite know what to expect. And then there's Spirit Break. I think that's the one move people do kind of expect. It was his signature move. I think one other Pokemon gets it, that Iron Valiant gets it now. I find if I use an Intimidate user, then I don't really like to have Reflect at the same time as well, just because they both accomplish the same thing. They both lower the attack of the other team. And then for the last move, I definitely like to have Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch, just like Fake Out, they're not always expecting it. And it does a lot of damage. Like base 70 with priority is pretty big. Grimmsnarl does actually have quite a bit of attack to start out, so that's not bad. 120, that's pretty big. So that's the set I like to use, but there's definitely other moves you could use, like Parting Shot. I use this a little bit more when it was a lower power format before it was double restricted in Scarlet and Violet, and I found it was pretty good. So Parting Shot, you lower the target's attack and special attack, and you switch out. So yeah, so Parting Shot offers definitely a lot of versatility, but I like the set with Fake Out, Spirit Break, Light Screen, and Sucker Punch. So yeah, Grimmsnarl, definitely one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon, and it's a Pokemon I really like the regular colors better than the shiny. Anyways, that was just a little side note there. And then rounding out my top 5 is Corviknight. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't have a ton of experience with Corviknight. This is definitely kind of a noob focused Pokemon channel. Definitely I'm not the best player out there, and I don't have the best advice, but I can point you in the right directions, and I can get you some wins on ranked. So I'm not sure the exact spread you're going to want to use. I feel like Corviknight is very tanky, very bulky, and I personally haven't had a lot of success with him. I just get completely walled by him. Like one of the last weeks I was playing Scarlet and Violet ranked, I had 2 restricteds. I matched up against a team with no restricteds, and I could not do anything to this Corviknight. So I don't know if you want to do something like that, split that defense there. I don't know if you even need any defense in there if you're running a set with Iron Defense. So he's one of the bulkiest Tailwind users. You can give him leftovers. Mirror Armor is awesome. So if the Pokemon would lower your stat, it lowers the attacker's stat instead. So I think I hit him with Rillaboom just to try and stop him, just to slow him down, because he already had Tailwind, and I was unaware how Mirror Armor worked. So I think it actually slowed down my Rillaboom with Drum Beating instead. So this was the set he used against me. He was able to out heal me and then do a couple Iron defenses, and he just started dropping these giant body presses on me. I don't know if you really, if you need Roost, maybe you'd want to toss on Drill Peck, or there is, what else is there? What's that Steel move? Heavy Slam. Maybe Heavy Slam. I think Corviknight is relatively heavy. You would think a giant steel bird would be heavy, but yeah, I'm gonna leave that as Roost for now. So yeah, like I said, I'm not the most familiar with Corviknight. I never really use him. I only end up being walled by him. And then in the last spot here, I actually recorded this video first, and I forgot to record the screen as well. I only recorded the audio, so my voice is done. I feel like I've been talking for 40 minutes straight. I was just looking for an example with Mimikyu with Mold Breaker. I feel like Gigaton Hammer is excellent for dealing with Mimikyu. You break right through that disguise, you one-shot him. It's pretty big. And I feel like there's so many people that are worried about Gengar with that Shadow Tag and that Perish Song, that strategy. They call it Perish Trap. So I'm pretty sure with Mold Breaker, you can switch out and you're not trapped in by Shadow Tag. So Mold Breaker is useful, okay? It's not the worst ability, and it's very helpful, especially with helping Golden Go. So guys, that's the top 5 Pokemon I'm going to use that aren't Megas. If this opened your eyes to any strategy, let me know in the comments, or let me know who you would use that was different, who isn't a Mega, or what little take you would change on these builds here. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing for more Pokemon Champions content, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.